In 25 minutes, the start of a new weekday serial with the neighbours of a Melbourne suburb. Now, it's time for the 1 o'clock news with Martyn Lewis.
The 1 o'clock news from the BBC with Martyn Lewis.
Good afternoon. Top Conservatives have been meeting in Downing Street to consider what Jeffrey Archer's resignation means to the party. Their aim is to limit the damage. The Big Bang in the city goes off with a whimper. The computers break down. Why Ian Botham won't be available to play for England next winter. And America's new First Lady of Song.
But oh my dear, our love is here to stay.
Senior Conservative Party leaders are considering the impact of yesterday's resignation by Jeffrey Archer. But it's clear that Mrs. Thatcher will not be rushed into a decision to replace him as Deputy Chairman. There are strong hopes among Tory MPs that his decision to quit just hours after the News of the World published its report will bring a swift end to the matter. Mr. Archer said yesterday he decided to go only because he'd shown a lack of judgment by allowing himself to fall into a trap involving a newspaper. He admitted offering a prostitute money to go abroad, though they'd never even met, because he wanted to avoid a possible scandal.
At the family home near Cambridge, Jeffrey Archer has remained indoors and looks like...
It's coming up to 1:25 and time for another look at today's headlines. Top Conservatives have been meeting to discuss the implications of Jeffrey Archer's resignation. There were early gremlins in the Big Bang in the city as the new stock exchange computers hit problems. And Ian Botham could be on his last England tour. He plans to sign for Queensland in Australia. Later today, Sir Geoffrey Howe will seek common market action against Syria after the El Al bomb plot. And a jury at Chelmsford will be considering whether Jeremy Bamber is guilty of murdering 5 members of his family. More on those stories and the rest of the news in our programmes at 6 and 9 this evening, but that's all for now. You've been watching the new 1 o'clock news from the BBC. I hope you'll join me at the same time tomorrow. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Well, the way the weather's looking, I think I'll be...